The average person moves about 11 times in their life, usually settling down about 18 miles from their childhood home. See, the average person can connect to their past in a 15-minute drive, can easily visit spots where the spirits of first meaningful everythings reside, but I don't have that luxury. I first met my sister in Lorton, Virginia. My parents split up in Las Vegas, Nevada. First girlfriend, Makakilo, Hawaii. First kiss, Cumberland, Maryland. My first fight was in Clarksburg, West Virginia. This was all in a 2-year span. I've moved at least 20 times in my life, and my body still suffers from the whiplash of changed scenery. The jet lag of always called new kid. The motion sickness of school lunches with imaginary friends. I read somewhere in the US, 1 out of 150 travelers have baggage left behind each year, which means my odds of lost luggage increase exponentially with each move. So it's no surprise my childhood got checked on the wrong flight, where running away and moving away are the same. Both actions never involve goodbye, so there was no point in learning hello, preferring to be that kid in the classroom photo that no one remembers, the boy who looked like empty space and smelled like unopened plastic. I still blame my parents. I feel like they murdered my past and they all took turns holding the weapon. My mother answered questions about my history with an Asian silence that tasted like a last meal before execution. Mom, where is our family from? Where did you grow up? Why are we moving around so much? I hated asking questions because it felt like a guilty verdict. Like I was deporting my mother back to a place with no escape. So when you ask me where I'm from, when you ask me where I grew up, the question becomes a blunt object. I'll reply, spills from my mouth like the first words after a concussion. But how do I say I can pack up my entire life in an hour if I need to? How do I say I am just as comfortable in a U-Haul than I am in my own room? How do I say my bed is a clutter of hotel towels and I sleep just fine? You know, I read somewhere that people deal with amnesia by telling themselves a story to fill in the blanks. So we tell ourselves we move around so much because staying in the same place for too long starts to get monotonous. That a change in scenery is good for the soul. I tell myself I don't need to know my past to get ahead. Don't need to dwell on traumas that will anchor me down. I tell myself that I can't be lost as long as I know wherever I am is exactly where I'm supposed to be. That a house is just a stack of wood with a number etched into its ribs. A house is a kiosk of pipes and stucco, closed for business, but a home is wherever I feel comfortable taking off my shoes. A home is where I can remove my jacket and feel the weight of the world go with it. A home is where I can laugh so loud the sound of joy hits the wall and knocks me clean off my feet. It took me 40 years to figure out that I'm not looking for a place. The other day, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I smiled. In that moment, I realized I've been home this entire time.